Hey guys, it's your guy Bill here, and today we are back with another book review, but we're going to be doing something different this time because we're not just going to be reviewing one book, we are going to be reviewing an entire trilogy, something I have never done before. So I'm going to try my best. So this trilogy, if you guys don't know what it is the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare. It is within the Cassandra Clare universe, or the CCU as I call it. That universe has a lot of books, and each series you got to read it in a specific order. They take place after. Well, let me just tell you the order that you're meant to read the series. It's the Mortal Instrument series, which is 6 books, the Infernal Devices, which is 3 books, and then it's a set of 3 books, so you can find it on Amazon, but you can get them like individually, but they come as a set of 3. It's called The Bane Chronicles and Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. Their collections of short stories, as is the 3rd book I'm about to tell you. The 3rd book of that group is called Ghosts of the Shadow Market. Now, it came out after the first 2 I just said, but I chose to read it before I read this trilogy, and you can read it if you want to, but like if you read it before you read this, and it won't really matter, although it is ideal if you read this trilogy before you read that. It's like when you play Jedi Fallen Order, how you can have a choice to go to Dathomir or Zepho, and you can go to either one. It doesn't affect the story, but yet it makes more sense if you go to Zepho first. That's how it is, but you can choose to read if you want to. I don't care, but it provides. But what you see in this trilogy is given context with that, or vice versa. But anyways, these 3 books take place after the Mortal Instruments. They follow the lives of 2 shadow hunters named Emma and Julian. Now, these 2 have been through thick and thin together. Like, they are 2 peas in a pod. They are tightly knit, joined at the hip almost. They go what's called the Parabadai rune, well, the Parabadai ceremony, which is, they're part of what's called shadow hunters, which is essentially a heaven's earthly warriors, because demons have invaded Earth, and they are heaven's earthly warriors. But they have angel blood inside their veins, and Parabadai is basically, it's like blood brothers. It's like it's a bond deeper than friendship. But these 2, Emma and Julian, they did it out of, like, more like they just wanted to be together. Like, just so they didn't have to, they had a bond. But they start to develop feelings for one another, and that is forbidden with Parabadai, because Parabadai have a curse where if they fall in love, they will start to go mad. And the third book in this trilogy I thought was, well, I'll get to that in a second, but the first book was pretty good, and as with the second book, but the ending of the second book threw me for such a loop. I was like, I need to read the 3rd book. Now, I was at my mom's when I finished the 2nd book, which is in Salisbury, and I'm now with my dad's. He's in Concord. The 3rd book was here, so I had to drive all the way down here, go all the way back up when I was just coming here tomorrow, like the next day, to Concord. Anyway, so I thought I'll just wait and go then, but the desire to know what happened next was just eating me up too badly. Y'all can understand where I'm coming from. But book 3 of this trilogy is the longest book I have ever read to date. It is 870 pages, and I finished it in a week. Now, throughout this book, I was getting Legacy of the Force vibes, because it has, well, unlike in Legacy of the Force, where Star Wars goes into a major galactic civil war, the Clave, the Shadowhunters government, was on the verge of civil war, and there's a secret that's found that could tear things apart and lead down a very dark path into a future they could have never imagined. And Julian, he gets this spell placed on him by a warlock named Magnus Bane to try and postpone the curse. And I thought he was going to follow the road of Jason Slow into Darth Kitus, because it shut off his ability to feel emotions. He just became cold, emotionless, calculated, like Kitus. And he was not afraid to murder somebody in cold blood. And I was thinking, am I going to see a Legacy of the Force thing? Where is this going to end up like Legacy of the Force Invincible? But no, that wasn't the case. Fortunately, it all made a happy ending. There was all a bunch of happy endings except for Ty. I can't forgive what he did to Kit. He purposely led him on. I know you don't understand the context, but basically, Kit developed a crush on Ty, but it turned out Ty never really loved him. So yeah. These books are really good. I am so glad I read them. I'd actually gotten these Christmas of 2023, and they'd just been sitting on my shelf, and I decided to take a step back from Star Wars and read these. But now that I've read them, I'm back to reading Star Wars. But yeah, I have another trilogy that I need to read called The Last Hours. That takes place after the Infernal Devices, but before the Mortal Instruments. And then after that, it's a trilogy called The Eldest Curses. That's not out. That's not complete yet. The first two books of that trilogy are out, but I'm not reading them until the third book comes out. But I highly recommend you check out Cassandra Clare. She is very good and very interesting. I have read all of her books except for that trilogy and the other one. I think she may have more. I'm going to look into it because I swear there's probably more of the CCU that I have not explored, and I plan to explore all of it. Why did I say that so weirdly? I plan to explore all of it. But yeah, these are really good, and I remember how I said that Midnight Sun was the longest book I'd ever read. This takes that title now. 870 pages. I finished it in 1 week. That's how invested in it I was. But yeah. And I'm going to wrap up this video, but not to worry, because you guys are getting 2 videos today. How crazy is that? So yeah, you're going to be getting the next book review video very soon, so be sure to tune in for that. And it'll include a very good book. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.